There is a version of Savannah Guthrie that the world sees. A composed, measured figure speaking to cameras, delivering statements with precision and calm. Millions have witnessed her standing in front of a lens during the worst crisis of her life, maintaining poise in a situation that would overwhelm most people. They admire her strength, applaud her composure, and offer kind words and prayers for her mother's safety. But what the public rarely sees is the private version, the woman beneath the carefully arranged statements, facing heartbreak far beyond what cameras can capture. The reality of loss. The tragedy begins with the disappearance of her mother, 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, who was taken from her home. The sheriff confirmed the kidnapping, setting in motion a nightmare that no one could fully comprehend from the outside. Savannah's life instantly split into two parallel tracks. One public, where she had to remain functional and composed, and one private, where she grappled with fear and helplessness as a daughter, unsure if her mother would survive. The headlines and social media posts only hint at the surface. The deeper reality is far more layered and devastating. The physical danger. The first layer of this tragedy is physical. Nancy Guthrie requires critical heart medication to survive. Every hour without it increases the risk to her life. The kidnappers placed her in a situation where time was not just a measure of ransom deadlines, but a matter of physiological survival. Savannah understood this immediately. Each moment was a reminder that her mother's heart was under stress her body could not endure indefinitely. This awareness alone would be unbearable for most people. Savannah faced this knowledge continuously while maintaining the appearance of composure for millions watching. A lifetime of pressure. Yet the tragedy runs deeper. Savannah did not confront this moment unprepared. She was trained by life itself to perform under unbearable pressure. From an early age, her mother instilled a philosophy. Weakness is punished, vulnerability is a liability, and pain must be set aside to act. Savannah absorbed this so completely that it became inseparable from her identity. By adulthood, it was instinctual. In the midst of crisis, this ingrained structure allowed her to function at an extraordinary level, but it came at the cost of a constant internal struggle. Strength, though celebrated publicly, carried its own hidden pain. The invisible hunger. The real cost of that training is invisible. The expectations Nancy instilled were a form of love, yet they created a hunger inside Savannah that achievement and admiration cannot satisfy. Success and recognition could not answer the question embedded deep in her. Am I enough? Not for the audience, not for colleagues or strangers, but for the woman who shaped the code by which she lived. At 54, even amid extraordinary professional success and public adoration, this question persists. The crisis amplifies it, as the person who could reassure her unconditionally is missing, leaving her strength as both a shield and a source of quiet suffering. Love and expectation. This struggle is not a reflection of Nancy's love. It is its paradox. Nancy's love was fierce and intentional, teaching Savannah the standards of strength and resilience. But love expressed as expectation and measured through performance can leave a daughter forever questioning her intrinsic worth. In the middle of her career, triumphs, in moments of public recognition, this internal hunger has always lingered. Now, with her mother absent and her life upended, it is impossible to silence. Savannah is not simply a public figure managing a crisis. She is a daughter waiting for a validation that only her mother can give. The weight of composure. Every public appearance, every carefully worded statement, is a performance born of both necessity and upbringing. Savannah holds herself together not because she is invincible, but because she was taught that to survive, to be loved, and to be respected, she must be strong. She suppresses fear, anxiety, and grief in real time, translating them into composure and clarity. To the outside world, she appears unshakable. In truth, the effort required to maintain that facade is exhausting and isolating. Every smile or calm tone is layered atop profound worry and private heartbreak that no one can fully measure. The hidden tragedy. This hidden dimension of her suffering, the emotional and existential toll, is the deepest tragedy. It is not captured in headlines, news footage, or public statements. It is the quiet agony of someone who has achieved everything, yet still searches for reassurance from the person whose love shaped her very being. The most painful aspect is not the kidnapping itself, nor the media scrutiny, nor the threat to her mother's life. It is the absence of unconditional affirmation at a moment when it is needed most, leaving Savannah to navigate both public expectation and private grief simultaneously. The question that endures. For decades, Savannah has lived with a persistent inner question: am I enough? Her mother's philosophy and high standards created resilience, but also left an unspoken longing. At 54, during what could have been the most secure and established stage of her life, that question resurfaces with intensity. The crisis magnifies it. The very person who could answer it unambiguously, who could offer unconditional reassurance, is missing. Her public strength is a testament to her upbringing, but it is also a reminder of what remains unresolved. The deep, human need to hear, simply, "You are enough." The greatest gift. Those who understand Savannah's story recognize what is needed most. The greatest gift her mother could give, now and always, is not advice, instruction, or another lesson in resilience. It is not a reminder to stay composed or strong. The gift is simple, 3 words, yet infinitely powerful. I love you. Words that convey love without conditions, without performance metrics, without measures of achievement. Words that affirm intrinsic worth. Words that would finally allow Savannah to rest from the lifelong burden of proving herself. This is the quiet heart of the tragedy, the urgency of return. The crisis is ongoing. Every day her mother is absent increases both the physical risk and the emotional strain. Savannah faces deadlines, public scrutiny, and personal fear all at once. The urgency is not merely about ransom negotiations or the mechanics of recovery. It is about restoring the possibility of love expressed freely and unequivocally. Her mother's safe return is the key to breaking the cycle of expectation and proving that she is, at her core, enough. The world watches, but only those who understand the layers can grasp the depth of what she truly endures. The true measure of strength. Savannah's composure is extraordinary, but strength alone is not the story. It is the combination of external achievement and internal longing that defines the tragedy. She performs flawlessly, navigates public life seamlessly, and maintains professional excellence, all while carrying a burden that no accolades can lighten. The world celebrates her, yet the essential human need for unconditional love goes unfulfilled. The truest measure of her life's complexity lies in this paradox: extraordinary capability intertwined with an unfulfilled, deeply human desire for simple reassurance. Conclusion: enough. The full story of Savannah Guthrie at 54 is not just a story of a missing mother or public tragedy. It is the story of a lifetime of love expressed through expectation, of strength demanded and delivered, and of a longing for validation that remains unmet. The ultimate hope is her mother's return, to offer the words she has always longed to hear. You are enough. You always have been. You never had to prove a single thing. I love you, exactly as you are. Only then can the public and private narratives finally converge into a moment of true peace and affirmation.